pressure is a privilege. Adversity is the only way to really grow. So you have to almost trick yourself into thinking that this fear as a defense mechanism for us humans gets in the way of a lot of us reaching our potential.
But you will look back and look at the opportunity that you had and that you missed out on it because you were too scared. That'll never leave you.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. So my question is, what would be the, if you could go back to your younger years, what would be the number one piece of advice you would give yourself after 19 years in the business to get you where you're at now? What would be that?
It until you make it.
I love it.
100%.
Expand a little bit on that. Fake what until you make it?
Butterflies, like getting up to plate little league. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
There's bases loaded, 2 outs. Same thing when you get into a new industry. It's important to make sure that you get thorough with your training and really wrap your head around it. But I've seen more often than not with people, pressure, but here's more cliches. I think this is Billie Jean King. Pressure is a privilege. Pressure is a privilege. Adversity is the only way to really grow. So you have to almost trick yourself into thinking that this fear as a defense mechanism for us humans gets in the way of a lot of us reaching our potential. And if you don't embrace that, that's actually a leg up for the people that can actually overcome that and get out there and fake it until you make it. How many people aren't doing that? How many people got stalled? Because
80%. It's 80-20, right? You got to go.
And then the worst thing you can do is not communicate and just go into your little cave, admit your failures. Hey, you know what? Absolutely. This is what I'm going to do to make up for this. But you have to go through life with not life. I'm not talking about life. I'm just talking about jobs here. Your feet stay on the floor. Every step, you'll get knocked off balance every once in a while. That does not mean you can't. We've all gotten back up. Get back up. And at the end of the night, realize that was a privilege because you just learned from that.
Yeah.
Yep. You'll never look back.
Yeah.
You'll never look back and say, man, I wish I wouldn't have taken that leap. Oh, I wish I wouldn't have felt awkward that day. But you will look back and look at the opportunity that you had and that you missed out on it because you were too scared. That'll never leave you.
Yeah.
I love that.
Hold up.